question is, are you going to come back to his laws? Are you going to come back to his commandments? Because you're 45 years old.
Yeah.
You got kids?
Yeah, and I was married.
You was married?
I just left home. But then my wife turned gay all of a sudden. So, I don't know if it was science I had to back up.
You see the scriptures.
Right, listening to you.
Right, so I'm going to show you something. And thank you for being honest.
Yeah.
So you was a provider, taking care of your wife and your children. Your wife decided to step out and do that which is vile affection. And that's a sin. And that's not your fault. And by the way, brother, she committed adultery on you. And you are free of her. You can marry another woman. Christ told you. I'm going to show you that. Give me Matthew 19. You listen. Your wife cheated on you with another woman, which is sexual sin. You can divorce her, God says. I'm going to show you that. You ain't got to feel no kind of guilt. If she commits adultery on you, you can legally divorce. I'm going to get the words of the black Christ. Read.
Matthew chapter 19, verse 9.
See, here's the thing. Some brothers, there's a word called a simp. You ever heard of a simp? A simp is a brother that his wife will cheat on him. The simp will take her back in after she'd already laid with another man. That's a beta. An alpha or a strong man says, well, if she cheated, what does God say? God says I can give her a bill of divorce, divorce her. Christ said that in the New Testament. Read.
Whosoever shall put away his wife.
So many times the Israelites were putting their wives away for any little thing. She burned the food, put her away. She talked when I'm talking, put her away. Christ is saying, read it again.
Whosoever shall put away his wife.
Whosoever shall put away his wife. It's talking about divorce. Read.
Except it be for fornication.
So there's one exception. If she commits fornication, you can put her away. Read on.
And shall marry another.
Come on.
Committed adultery. And whoso married her, which is put away, do commit adultery.
So Christ tells us now. My question to you is this: fornication. You ever heard of you, brother? How you doing? I'm Shem, brother. You ever heard of fornication before in the Bible?
Yeah.
What's fornication? What? That's partially true. Let me show you something. Fornication is this. I'm gonna clear it up. And I'm gonna show you in the Bible. And fornication, the sexual laws are only be set up between husbands and wives. Not girlfriend, boyfriend, not women and women, not men and men. We agree with that, right? Check this out, Leviticus chapter 18. This is where we know what fornication is. Your wife cheated with another woman, that's sexual sin. You can leave her. And you should not take her back. You should not. This is the Bible. This is the Holy Bible. You gotta study for yourself. You gotta make that decision. But my wife cheats on me with another woman, I'm going to the scripture, I'm gonna meditate on it, and I'm going to a lawyer and I'm filing for divorce. She broke the sanctity of marriage.
Right.
And there's nothing evil. That's a righteous thing to do that. And that's the only way you can divorce your wife, is if she does that. Read. Leviticus 18, start at verse, 1 Corinthians 5 and 1.
1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1.
Come on.
It is reported commonly.
Now stop. One thing Christian pastors don't do is they never explain the Bible. I'm going to the New Testament to show you an example of fornication. Then I'm going to go in the Bible and show you where Paul got fornication from. Because I assume you say, yeah, fornication is sexual sin outside of the marriage, right? Watch this.
It is reported commonly.
So Paul is writing to the Corinthians. He's addressing them saying, it is reported commonly, read on,
that there is fornication.
What is there?
That there is fornication.
That there's fornication.
For the marriage.
Oh, no. Wait. Because if you have sex with a woman, the law is you have to take her to become your wife. So it's not sex before marriage. It's more honorable if you wait to have sex after marriage. But the law is if you entice the maid and lay with her, you gotta marry her. So that's not fornication. I'm gonna show you what fornication is. Read, watch.
That there is fornication among you.
So he said, there's fornication among you. Read.
And such fornication.
And such fornication is an example.
as it's not so much as named
Come on.
among the Gentiles.
Read on.
That one should have his father's wife.
Wait, read it again.
That one should have his father's wife.
One more time.
That one should have his father's wife.
One form of fornication is if you lay down with your stepmother. In Corinth, they were sleeping with their stepmommies.
Teach.
That's one form of fornication.
Right.
Now watch this. Leviticus 18. Let me show you something.
Leviticus chapter 18, verse 8.
Watch this, y'all.
The nakedness of thy father's wife.
Now we're going back to Leviticus. I know it's hot out here. We're going back to Leviticus. Paul is quoting this law, my brother. Read.
Shalt thou not uncover
But read it again.
the nakedness of thy father's wife.
You hear that? Read it again.
The nakedness of thy father's wife.
Whose wife's nakedness you're not supposed to uncover? The father's wife. Read it again.
Shalt thou not uncover
Read it again.
the nakedness of thy father's wife.
The nakedness of thy father's wife. Read on.
Shalt thou not uncover
In order to have sex, you got to get naked first, right? Read it again.
the nakedness of thy father's wife.
This is a whole chapter on sexual sin. I'm going to one verse to show you there's other laws we got to keep.
Right.
Paul was in Corinth. He's like, yo, these black people is laying with their stepmothers. That's what we do in the ghetto all the time.
Bring it out.
We got mothers that's 35 years old, their baby's 18. The 35-year-old mother look 20, she's having sex with the 18-year-old boyfriend. That's ghetto economics. That's common practice in the ghetto. Tell me I'm lying. Well, I'm sorry. It just doesn't happen in Marrero. Everywhere else, every other ghetto but Marrero. Every other place but Marrero. Yeah, right. Come on.
The nakedness of thy father's
It
wife.
only happens in New Orleans East. Marrero is 100%. I'm making a joke. Read it again.
The nakedness of thy father's
The
wife
nakedness of thy father's wife, come on.
shalt thou not uncover.
Because in order to have sex with your father's wife, your stepmother, you got to get her naked first, right? I never knew a man that could have sex through jeans. You got to get uncovered. Read it again.
The nakedness of thy father's wife
The nakedness of thy father's wife
shalt thou not uncover.
shall thou not uncover. Now, let me show you something else. Let's go down a little bit. Leviticus 20, verse 13. Same chapter. I told this brother before. In the ghetto of Louisiana, Mississippi, New York, California, Port-au-Prince, Haiti, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Miami, Florida, and all these ghettos where our people is at, this is what's going on. Read.
Leviticus chapter 18, verse 13.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister.
So we're not supposed to uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, meaning our aunt. Read on.
For she is thy mother's near kinswoman.
You hear that? Read it again.
Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister.
You know, I used to do that, man. My music was so loud, I get a headache in my car. You know why I used to play my music like that? It's for everybody else to see me coming down the street. And it's uncomfortable to listen to your own car. That's how backwards black people are. I used to do that crap. My whole car would rattle apart just so people say, yo, man, he was banging. You hear? You going down the street? Stupid as hell. Are you serious, man? We gotta stop. Read.
For she is thy mother's near kinswoman.
18, man shall thou lie with womankind as with mankind. So read, come on.
Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22.
Listen good.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind
Thou shalt not lie with mankind. Read on.
as with womankind.
See that? So what happened to you, brother? It was an act of fornication. We read about in 1 Corinthians 5, he said, it is reported commonly that there is fornication, that one should have his father's wife. We went back to the law to show you that. A woman laying with a woman is in the same chapter. So what I'm showing you is, your wife committed fornication, you are free from her, from God. You can divorce her legally. As much as that might be hard for you, that is godly counsel. You do not have to, you can forgive her, but you do not have to, you can divorce her, you can find another righteous woman. You don't have to, you're not bound to that. And the Lord sent you here today because you are an Israelite, bro. Have you ever heard you were an Israelite? You are from the seed of Jacob. And you were given a tough hand. You wanted your wife to stay. You wanted the family and children. But the Lord didn't want it like that. The Lord wants you to do what you need to do. Take care of your children still. And she might try to hold the children over your head. Don't worry about it. You can have more kids if she try to hold them hostage from you. If you're a righteous man, you keep your commandments, the Lord will give you another wife. Another wife. Give me Sirach 26. You got any questions for me, brother? Because
nah, I'm just learning.
See, that's why I told you got the right spirit. Because a lot of people come up and challenge us without hearing what we got to say. The message is we're not supposed to eat certain foods. Sexual sin is called fornication. You can divorce your wife if she commits adultery or fornication, and your wife did. We're showing you got to keep a beard in your face. Tattoos is wrong. Today's the Sabbath. We're not supposed to be selling and buying. Any of these black businesses should not be buying and selling today on the Sabbath. But they don't know. They just keep doing what they want to do. Read it.
Sirach chapter 26, verse 7.
Trust me when I tell you the Lord got you here. Watch this.
An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro.
Read it again.
An evil wife.
Read it again.
An evil wife.
The Lord said an evil wife is a what?
Is a yoke shaken to and fro.
A yoke, it's a trap. A yoke, it shakes you to back and forth. It hinders you. Read on.
He that had hold of her is as though he held a scorpion.
So it says an evil wife is as a yoke. Read it again, the whole thing.
An evil wife is as a yoke shaken to and fro.
An evil wife is like a yoke or a trap to and fro. Read on.
He that had hold on of her is as though he held a scorpion.
As long as you hold on to this evil wife, it's like you're trying to hold on to a scorpion. Read it again. Let the Bible speak to you.
An evil wife.
An evil wife, come on.
Is a yoke shaken to and fro.
Is a yoke shaken to and fro. Read on.
He that had hold of her.
If you keep hold to this evil wife, come on.
Is as though he held a scorpion.
It's just like you got something in your house that's going to kill you. A scorpion is death. She's going to kill you some way or another if you don't get rid of her. In one way it could be she comes back to you for one night of passion, and her girlfriend, she don't like her. That's my woman. Brother, you better get away from her. Read it again. Beautiful. Read it again.
An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro.
An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro.
He that had hold of her is as though he held a scorpion.
And you got rid of her, so you got rid of death. Read on, watch this.
A drunken woman in a gather abroad causes great anger.
You know what a drunken woman does? She starts to drink and she starts to run her mouth. A lot of that lesbian act starts with drinking. It starts with drinking. Before they have their first lesbian experience, many of them got to get drunk. Because you want to know why? It's unnatural. And even they know in the back of their mind it's unnatural. Even the lesbians, they know that it's wrong. Many of them have to get high or drunk to have their first experience. That's what they do. Read on.
And she will not cover her own shame. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks.
The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks, meaning her whorish looks. Read.
And eyelids.
And a lot of these sisters, they do their eyes. They put eye makeup on and these fake eyelashes. Read.
If thy daughter be shameless.
Now, you need to make sure, you got a daughter with her? Listen to this. This is very important. The goal is we don't want your daughter to become like her mother. With all due respect to you. You don't want your daughter to become like her mother. Read this.
If thy daughter be shameless.
If your daughter be shameless, if you start to see your daughter start going off, and she starts to do things that bring shame to you as a father. If her daughter be what?
Shameless.
Come on.
Keep her in straight leash.
Man, you gotta keep a tight watch over your daughters, man. Especially with these brothers out here. They ain't about nothing nice. You know when we was young what we was about. Read it again.
If thy daughter be shameless.
If she starts to do things like what? Dress out of order, walk out the house with shorts on, booty shorts, showing her stomach, that's shame. She's supposed to be ashamed to walk out like that. Especially around her father. Read.
Keep her in straight
Man,
league.
get back in the house. Put that clothes on. You ain't walking out. You crazy as hell. You crazy, Brady.
Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
What does it mean when she abuses herself through overmuch liberty? Meaning she begins to go out there and have sex. All right? Read on.
Watch over an impudent eye.
Watch over an impudent eye. You got to watch over these girls, man. Read.
And marvel not if she trespass against thee.
Now, you have any questions, brother? You are one of the first spirits that listen. You listen. You got any questions, man?
Nah, a lot of days when I thought about you didn't answer.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.